finale, I want to take time to recognize a few people. I want to say thank you to the seniors. Most of these we have known a long time. First of all, Phil Cease, who's our drummer, who I've mentioned already. I want to thank Vicki Legendre. You didn't get to see her tonight, but Jenny was gone for 2 days for a dance recital, and without rehearsal, she just said she'd be ready to do it, did all the lines, did all the solos, and filled in, and thank you, Vicki, for being here. And Jennifer Stooley, who was one of my very first friends when I came in August of '81. The very first thing I got to do 10 years ago was go out to Colorado, and she was, I think, smaller than April was. Jenny, thanks. Lots of these sets that you see painted behind us happened because Chad Forbes came and gave most of his week before we left. Once school got out and he was a senior and he had some extra time, he spent lots and lots of hours painting and designing and helping. Chad, we're going to miss you. Many thanks to Jeremy Mace for all he's done, and we're going to wish you best wishes, and you make a good youth minister. And Fuzz didn't sing with us this year, but up on the spotlight, getting all the solos in all the right places, and a wonderful friend and good to have along, Derek Dahlman. God bless you. Chrissy Tuttle, are you still here? Would you come up here and get a People Need the Lord t-shirt? And we need to give one to Derek too. And while you're doing that, Chrissy Tuttle, no, you can stay right up here. You sing the finale with us. Derek, you can leave the spotlight. Why don't you come on up here too, okay?
We sent him.
It's just fine. Is he up here?
We sent him down.
He's coming, okay. Where is he? The spotlight. Stay right up here, stay right up here. We'll just have everybody finish. And who's got one? Yeah, the baby's good. We already thanked you, man. We thank you again, man. You did a wonderful job. Let me have the support team come up here too, please. Making all the tape marks on the floor so that we knew where we were supposed to stand and setting up the sets each time. And going her first year, as far as I know, as a sponsor, and she did a wonderful job. Diane Atkin, would you come up? Right up here and join the crowd. You get the idea, we're all going to get to sing the finale, We Are. I hope you know the words. And she also was the bell sub and saved me from having to play Jay's part for 3 days, so thanks. Mary Bauer, would you come up? Mary was an all-purpose sponsor that took care of lots of different things, and this was her first year going. Mary, thank you very much for all you did. She's trapped. Ken Koch I already mentioned, but we can say thanks again, Ken. Thanks. And also Carol Freebert as our nurse again. The head cook and my mother-in-law, Carolyn Grider, thank you. And deputy dog, mechanic, my father-in-law, and a good friend, Jerry Driver. Cheryl does so many things, it's hard to know exactly what she's doing. She was on cleanup, but the church was always clean, and yet she was always doing something else. So anyway, Cheryl Hurst, thank you for going once again. Taking care of the lost and found. She saved you all hundreds of dollars because most of your lost and found items got back to you. Lori Kidd, we already thanked you once again for all these years. The lone dog who followed me most of the way and kept us all together, and it's always tough to go first time as a driver. Lee Lawhead, we thank you very, very much. I hope we're not going to run out of shirts. We bought 60, so there should be enough, but if there's a couple back there, you might have them ready just in case. Let's see, Nancy Lawhead was on... Nancy, what did you mostly do? Nancy was always around, and she's getting trained to do so many things, and probably mostly kept me in line. Nancy, thanks very much. And a cook and a sponsor and probably mostly the first one up, it seemed like most of the time. Pat Nelson, thanks for all you did and going along with us. Another cook who's in training, and one of these days when Karen finally gets to go with me and my mother-in-law stays home, we need to have lots of good people trained up to feed all of these hungry mouths for 10 days. And Joanne Mercer was busy in the kitchen all the time. Thank you, Joanne. and the big guy, the St. Bernard, the rescue dog, the early morning coffee drinker, the truck loader, and all those ones. Rescue dog was mostly what we called him. Thank you so much once again, Don Morris. We love you. And a co-worker who I get the pleasure of working with all through the year, and yet she still gets to come a week and a few days with us, and I love her very much, and hope even after both Sarah and Jenny are gone, she'll still consider coming back again and helping out in all the ways you do, Martha Schooley. Thanks. And a guy who I get to know as well as anybody for the 10 days. He rides shotgun with me, and not only does he listen to me gripe at him about what the map says and how far behind we are, and be sure I have all the root beer I need and anything else, but he gets to listen to me gripe about the sound and say, did you get all this, and help that all, and I don't know how he puts up with me, but I love him dearly for it. John Berber, thanks. That's all right. Well, turn these two on and come back real quick. And getting to drive every so often through the year and all these 10 trips together. Would you come and sing with us, Sue Ann Comfort? We love you. Mine says, Dave, thank you for all you have done for every one of us. Every one of us. You mean so much to us all. You are our inspiration. This is just a little something to remember us by. We love you, the inspirations. Thanks. I love you all.
Theater burned down at KU because I think the Lord wants Jeremy in the ministry. Start adding some more Timothys to that wall out there. Maybe Dave told you this at the beginning, I don't know, but we were in this big, wonderful First Christian Church, Little Rock, last Sunday morning. And that church has moved out of the city and into the suburbs and gone through a lot of problems, and they're rebuilding. These people were all sitting in the choir and sang in the service, and the bells were rung. And the choir director, in introducing us to the church, she said, take a look in front of you. This is where I want this church to be in 5 years. You know, and she said this is a goal for their congregation to achieve something. It's with their young people and their music program. And at the end of the service, the minister turned around and he said to Dave, is this a community choir? Like maybe this was put together. And Dave said, no, this was one church. And the minister just shook his head that there were this many young people in the church.
There's instructions that go along with this.
There's instructions.
You have to give this back for me because we have pictures we're putting in them.
Oh, look, all these pictures of babies are going to be pictures of them. Before